somewhere else.
Welcome and thanks for coming to our ceremony. We have a very special day today. We have a bridge rededication and also celebration of Arbor Day. I'm actually speaking on behalf of Jim Peters, our council member, who's our council liaison for the Parks Commission. He had a sudden death in his family and he wasn't able to make it, but he sends his warm wishes and wanted to thank everybody that contributed to these projects. So he wanted to thank Scott Fisher, I believe is here, who's the lead engineer with Midwest Construction. Or Scott, you want to come out from under there? And also Jeff Fordyce, who's our DPW director, who did the conceptual design and material selection. And I know you can all see what a fabulous bridge. It's really beautiful, incredible bridge. So we're so excited about that. Construction is Bill Higgins, of B.N. Higgins, and I believe he's here?
He's here.
Where?
In the back.
Okay, we're glad you're here. And also Brian Ahrens was instrumental in overcoming some construction challenges. I think we had a lot of issues around, well, you guys can talk about it if you want, but around the structure, just because there's a lot of water in the spring that comes through here, so I think there was a lot of challenges with that. And Art Thurston is the bridge fabricator. Our rededication ceremony is going to be led by our former mayor of Saline from 1978 to 1986, and he's currently the circuit judge in the 22nd Judicial Court, and also a very active Brecken-Saline friendship. I think he's the head honcho of, well, you're the one that keeps it together. You've replaced Honorable Bowley, so if you'd like to come and do the dedication, we'd love to have you start the dedication.
Great. Thank you, Gretchen. Can I stand up here? Yeah. There. Yep. Okay. This is a special day because it's a rededication of the bridge. The original bridge that was on this site, some of you may remember, was a wood bridge. It was actually constructed in the 1980s as an Eagle Scout project by Lucy Crossey's grandson. And that's how it was originally built back in the 80s. In 1996, we had our dedication ceremony here honoring Mayor Bowley. Many of us remember him, and many of you may not. Arthur Bowley was really one of the mainstays of our sister city relationship with Saline. There's a picture of Arthur and Dillis Bowley up here.
You see it?
Yeah.
Dressed in their mayor and mayoress gown with the chains of honor, which they brought here on several of their visits. Arthur Bowley was on the town council of the town of Brecken for 25 years. During that period of time, he was the mayor 5 different times. Sort of like Gretchen. But Arthur was an amazing man. When he died at age 93, no one would believe that he was 93. He dedicated himself to his community in Brecken, but he also dedicated himself to international peace and international relationships through our sister city relationship. It's because of him that our sister city relationship with Brecken is different than almost any other. First of all, it's among the oldest. Our sister city relationship started in 1966, which was one of the earliest relationships. But it's also different in a number of ways because Arthur wanted it to be. He did not want this relationship just to be a bunch of city officials going back and forth. Instead, he wanted it to be vibrant with people. And he established the Bowley rule that we still have today, which is that anyone who visits from one city to the other is not allowed to stay in a hotel. They stay with families. That's the whole idea of the sister city relationship, that is that we build peace one person, one family at a time. In 1996, we recognized Arthur by dedicating the old bridge that was here as the Bowley Bridge, in honor of his efforts to build a bridge of friendship between Europe and the United States, as represented by Brecon and Saline. The next year, the Queen of England decorated Arthur Bowley as a member of the British Empire. That's an honor bestowed by the Queen on the recommendation of the Prime Minister. And in his case, it was bestowed for his community service, and a big part of what she cited in bestowing the member of the British Empire on Arthur was his work in establishing his relationship with Saline. So it's fitting that as the bridge gets revitalized, our sister city relationship gets revitalized, and we honor the person who was so important in starting it. Arthur passed away. His widow Dillis is still as beautiful and alert and lively as always, and we send her our very best wishes. And I hope she's happy that we are honoring Arthur again today. We have a plaque in honor of Arthur Bowley, and I would like to, if you would help me, Mayor. Here, you can get under there. Jeff said we could throw it. All right. Let me.
Oh, wonderful.
If we can read this, it says the Bowley Bridge, 1915 to 2008. Mayor of the town of Brecon, Wales, for his many contributions to the sister city relationship with Saline. It then contains our toast that we've created and used in the Friendship Guild for a number of years. From the hilltops of the Brecon Beacons to the valley of Saline, our friendship admits of no ocean, only love spans between. To Brecon, to Saline, to peace. The bridge was christened, it says, in 1996, and it was rededicated in 2012. It's a great pleasure to join with the mayor in rededicating this bridge in honor of Arthur Bowley. Thank you.
Oh, that was a great story.
I'd like to also say a few words because I have some really fond memories of the Honorable Arthur T. Bowley, and also his son Kim asked me to share a few words. So first I'll share what Kim wrote. On behalf of the Bowley family, I would like to thank the Saline City Council and Judge Shelton for the reconstruction and rededication named after my dad and mother. Whenever he calls from his mother Mom. So whenever I visit my mom, she always asks, have you heard anything from the Saline folk? The friendship and twinning of both Saline and Brecon played a major part of their lives, and on entering their front room was akin to visiting downtown Saline. And I know some of you have been to their home, and it was just a pretty amazing, really just the history of Saline, and just it was so obvious it was such a lifelong friendship. We hope you all toast the bridge appropriately, and may the waters and friendship keep flowing. Best wishes to everyone, and thanks for the enjoyment and love we all shared. From Dillis and Kim. So, and yeah, it's just, I think it's really symbolic, again, the bridge across the ocean. I know that Don it was a lifelong friendship for him, and very meaningful relationship for many of us, but especially for Don. And I know they had a lot, and Marjorie, you guys had a lot of visits back and forth, and really very special, and thank you for dedicating this plaque and participating in the ceremony.
Thank you. In 1996, when we dedicated the bridge, we ceremoniously, ceremoniously poured water into the bridge together, some from Saline and some that was Brecon Welsh water. And we're going to do the same again today after we have the ribbon cutting, and we will move to the center of the bridge and pour some water. Someone said today that it seemed the Saline water was a little superfluous given what's on us today, but we're going to do it to join the two together, symbolically to run under the Bowley Bridge. So we hope you'll all join us for that. Thank you. Wait.
Wait till the cameraman says.
1, 2, 3, go. Yay!
What's that?
We have Welch water and Saline water through the vessel.
Are you ready, Trent?
Yes.
Okay. All right, pour away, ladies, gentlemen. Thank you, Arthur.